Sophie, thank you. Tonight on BBC London. Also on the programme this evening. Good evening and welcome. I'm Luxmy Gopal. So let's start with a sharp rise in the cost of housing London's homeless. New figures show that the amount that boroughs spend on temporary accommodation went up by a quarter in the space of a year, with 1 in 50 people in the capital living in limbo. Newham Council has already said it could go bust because of increasing financial challenges, including with temporary accommodation. The vast majority of councils are reporting a homelessness overspend, and as Jessica Yore explains, the quality of temporary housing is often unfit for families. But before that, cystic fibrosis patients in the capital say they're having to eat less because of a shortage of medication. The condition causes sticky mucus to build up in the lungs and digestive system. A drug called Creon can help digest food, but a long-term shortage means that they're having to cut down on eating and ration their pills, even though it risks making their illness worse. Wendy Harrell reports. Now, if you've ever used the tube in the summer, you won't need me to tell you that travelling that way at this time of the year can be a hot and sweaty experience, to put it indelicately. New data from Transport for London has revealed that the Victoria line is the hottest on the network, closely followed by Central and Bakerloo. TfL says it's installed new ventilation systems on some lines. Harry Lowe has more. Now to the Olympics. It's day 10 and it's been another day of sporting excellence with many athletes from in and around the capital in action. This afternoon saw the first ever Olympic kayak cross final take place at Vers-sur-Marne, I practiced that, nautical stadium on the outskirts of Paris. And all of the Team GB squad taking part today train at the Lee Valley Whitewater Centre. And let's join our aptly named reporter Lee Milner, and of course there's plenty more on our website as well to keep updated on Olympic action. But staying with the Olympics for now, you may remember ahead of the London Games in 2012, Olympic rings were displayed across the city, including to greet travellers arriving at St Pancras railway station. Afterwards, the rings were cut into pieces and some were made into 5 benches, which ended up at a little park outside the station. Our reporter Eric Anderson went to find them and to speak to the people who were unaware that they were walking past a piece of London's history. Very wise words. Next night, a London actor has spoken out about the language used by some on social media to describe his visible difference. Robert Rhodes has acted with facial scarring for most of his life, but his recent appearance in the hit TV show House of the Dragon has raised his profile. But first, here's the moment his character came face to face with the dragon. Robert is here with me now. So Robert, first of all, just tell me what was said on social media and how did you respond? Yes. Who were well-meaning, they didn't mean it, but it just shows the importance of language,
absolutely, the importance of stereotypes of perfection, which don't actually exist. And I think...
has had that trope of characters with scars being evil. What effect do you think that's had? We're using your profile to help with that and to raise that message. So really good to hear from you. Thank you so much for coming in, Robert.
Thank you, and thank you for giving me this platform.
You're very welcome. Robert Rhodes there. Now, every Monday over the summer, we're featuring some extraordinary Londoners who have a real impact on their communities. They've all been put forward for a BBC Make a Difference award, and tonight we're meeting one woman nominated in the volunteer category. Sander Eglight set up London's first dedicated Albanian heritage club to help children recognise their culture. Here's her story. Sander Eglight, one of our many wonderful BBC Make a Difference Award nominees. Right, let's have a look and see if our weather is as wonderful with Sarah. Sarah, you are in a very beautiful place. I'd like to be where you are. The question is...
well, this was London today, actually. We had some sunshine and we had some warmth and we had a little...
Just before we go, you can see the Banksy artwork that's appeared on a London building. We showed it earlier, but if you blinked, you may have missed it. So you can take a look online. Just search BBC London. That's it from me for now. We'll be back later. Goodbye. Sophie, thank you. Welcome to BBC London. Very good tip there. Now, Banksy has revealed a new artwork of a goat perched on... Now time for a weather forecast look from Sarah. Well, that's it from the late team for tonight. We'll be back tomorrow morning just after 6:30 in breakfast. In the meantime, you can find all the latest on our website and on the BBC News app. But for now, from all of us here on BBC London, have a very good night.